What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Coinbros. It is Pinky, and today is a good day. I got to pick up my boy a little early from school today, and he's rolling with me. It's always a good day when I got my little dude with me, and he's also a crypto guy. His entire life, all he's ever heard is crypto stuff. It's crypto and Robux. That's all he cares about. That's all he knows. So anyway, today I want to, the market's a little slow. There's obviously all the stuff with the war going on. The price, we're not seeing any big price movement. I trenched a lot last night. I was doing some meme coin stuff, made a couple SOL. It was good, but it was a grind, man. It was like I had to really lock in to make a couple $100. But you never scoff at a win, right? Whenever you're up a few Solana, at some days Solana will be $1,000 a coin, right? So that's the way you look at it. When you can get it cheap like this, any type of crypto, whenever it's low, like Ethereum, Bitcoin, all that, it's like the way I always think about it is if you're up a few SOL or something, it's like instead of saying, oh, it's $85 or $90 or whatever, it's like eventually this is gonna be $1,000 of SOL, right? So I always think about that. So like when you have to take smaller wins, be happy with making 1 or 2 or 3 SOL. It's it's a big win if you hold. Now, that's not what I want to talk about today. I've been getting calls nonstop, and they're scam calls, right? Everybody gets them, and it's one of those things where it's like there's like 99% of the time it's a scam. You probably gotta everybody gets scam likely on their phone, right? But with AI nowadays, it's getting really good. Like they're starting. I think I saw today that it's up like 15% or something. AI scamming, right? Scam bots, and they're getting so good that with the voice, the AI voices, that it's getting hard to distinguish what's real and what's fake, and it's just gonna get worse, right? Like it's gonna get way better. Soon you're not gonna be able to tell. And what they're doing now is they're starting to really dive deep into like who you are, and they'll know your name, and they'll say things to you that will make you almost think this is a real person, right? And their main goal is to try to get past your 2-factor authentication, and a lot of these hacks are for crypto, because it's the easiest way for them to scam, right, is through crypto. You can drain a wallet. There's so many ways that you can just wipe out somebody's entire stack, and it happens every year. I have friends that have been in the game for 5-10 years, and they still get hit with scams, and it's like they'll be wiped out. One of my best friends, just this past 3 months ago, he's been in crypto for about 5 years, and he was downloading something on his computer that had nothing to do with crypto. It was for I forget what it was for, some music program, and he just made a mistake, and he downloaded a corrupted file. They got into his computer, wiped him out. Every single crypto NFT, everything he had, they got into his computer, and they got everything. Like the whole, he was like on the verge of tears when he called me, and it was the worst thing I've ever, it's like heartbreaking when you hear that. And it happens to the best of us, and a lot of it's always because of user error, right? Like you have to let somebody in somehow. There's always a corrupted file. There's always something you just overlook, right? It's always just some small step, and then the scammers work harder than everybody. So they always find a way to get in and get what they're trying to do, and they're relentless. They're going to keep trying. So one of the main things in crypto is security. Before you do anything, you have to be locked down on your security. You have to understand, there's so many ways to hit a landmine, right? When you're walking through the crypto field, it's like all day long people are trying to scam you. All day long there's all these exploits, and the best way to get around that is just knowledge, and just we've done open groups before over the past 10 years with the Coinbros, and we've kind of found that it's tough when you get into these groups where there's just tons of people, right? Because there's always scammers, and they're always trying to get into every group, and they're always trying to figure out ways to exploit people, and a lot of the times it's in ways you would never expect, right? So what we've decided is we're going to do an open group for people, but it's going to be closed off eventually, right? And we're going to really handpick who we let in. And a big reason, one of the main reasons to be in a good group, or to be with people that know what they're doing or you trust and stuff, is for just that, right? To have a safe haven, a tribe, really, where you can go and you can get information, and you can learn, and you can do all these things, and you don't have to worry about something as silly as an exploit that just happens in some group somewhere. And if you go and look on let's say Telegram or Discord, there's a million groups you can join, and they're free to get into, but then you gotta worry about dodging landmines all day, and you know, just joining a group can actually get you caught up in something, clicking a button, right? And that's what they do all day long. So Coinbros are going tribal, man. We're gonna put together a group that's free to join, but it's gonna be you know, it will be closed off at some point, and we want to make sure that anybody that's riding with us is always safe. You're always going to be in good hands. You're not going to have to worry about getting hacked, or you're not going to have to worry about any of these scams. And we also, you know we know what to look out for. We deal with this all day long. It's like, you know, our whole entire life is crypto, and I just hate seeing and hearing about so many people getting scammed. And like I said, when the market gets a little, you know, down in the dumps, the scammers come out in full fledged, right? Like they don't let up. I always say it, it's one of my oldest sayings, if everybody worked as hard as the scammers, everyone would be a lot richer, because they work so hard, man. They have entire like factories of guys trying to figure out ways to get your money. So, you know, before you even start in this game, understanding the security, understanding the risks is probably one of the most valuable things you can do. And I've been in the game for 10 years. I've yet to be hacked. I've yet to be caught up in anything, thank God, knock on wood. But yeah, it's one of the most important things in this game. And, you know, building in the bear market, building when things are slow, making sure you're getting positioned right when things are just down. Because eventually, it's the best thing you can do. You know, in a year from now, 2 years from now, you do the right things, you make the right moves, you're financially free, and you can pick up your son from school early and go have some fun any day you want, right? And do what you want in life. And that's the main goal for everybody, I think, is to be able to be financially free, be able to work your own hours, you know, be able to say, I want to do this, I don't want to do this. At the end of the day, that's more valuable than any amount of money you can have, right, is your time and being able to do what you want with your life. So, yeah, we're going to be opening that up. You know, speaking of AI, our bot broke today, or is wigging out, so we're fixing that. And yeah, tonight we're going to do a live trading. So me and my Coinbro brothers are going to be doing some live trading. Meme coins, hopefully we can make a few more SOL. And I want you guys to come for the ride. So I'm going to go get some pizza with my boy, so I'll keep this one short. Much love, you guys. We'll see you tonight. Make sure you guys join the live stream. And if you miss it, it will be recorded. And you can watch back with us. And maybe we make some money. You know what I'm saying? Much love, guys. Be nice to each other. Have a good day. Peace.